Pilgrims came to New England because it seemed to be relatively empty. They could do whatever they wanted, no one would bother them. America represented a fresh page, and especially a clean slate. They just wanted to get out of England.
They came for freedom to create a godly city, a place where you could live a pure life, a perfect life under God's rules.
If the Pilgrims had known what they were in for, they almost certainly wouldn't have done it. They were really on their own, and they had this very tenuous lifeline back to England.
It was an incredibly inhospitable environment in terms of climate. New England, of course, had very cold weather in the winter, and so it was very, very difficult for the settlers early on.
And that first year was devastating for them. They were dying of starvation, they were dying of disease.
One of the things the Pilgrims discovered relatively early on was how little they knew about how to farm. What to farm, what kind of crops would grow well. They discovered that the Indians were farmers too. And because relations between the Pilgrims and the Indians were relatively good at the beginning, there was an exchange of technology.
And the Native Americans really helped them, and you have this period of cooperation between the two groups.
They learn that what you have to do is put the seed in the ground, but if you put a fish head along with that, it will grow much better.
Must have been a strange and curious and wonderful thing to see people using fish meal to make the soil more productive and things grow faster and more abundantly.
It is not just a one-way trade. There will also be the other way of new European crops coming into the New World.
But if it weren't for the Native American communities, the Pilgrims would have been wiped out.
The success of the Pilgrims and their descendants was beyond their imagination. And the country that emerged from this is one of the most successful in world history. So it's not at all surprising that Americans have this belief that America is exceptional.